Sleva here, IGN's resident Kingdom Hearts expert. I am here to go through every single second
You
frame
need to stop
of the amazing Kingdom Hearts
everything.
3 trailer.
What are you doing with your life? This is not okay. This needs to stop now. This is cancer. It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. It's time to stop. No, this is not okay. It's time to stop. It's time to stop.
Alright, what's up guys, it is KA here, and I'm bringing you guys another little discussion video for you guys today. So, I know what you may be saying. You're kind of a year too late to this party. And yes, I know I am. Although I did make a video kind of like this a while back. It was like kind of like a parody video, parodying the whole IGN situation. So if you want to go see that, I'll probably link it somewhere. But I've never really made a formal discussion video on this, like, ever. So I just thought I would because I've always wanted to talk about it, and I never got the chance to because I either didn't feel it was necessary when the subject was brought up, or I was dealing with some other stuff in my life when the subject was brought up again. So I've always wanted to talk about this, and I thought I would take this opportunity to. So yeah, why don't we just get into it? So as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about IGN today. Ooh, this is a big touchy subject within the Kingdom Hearts community, and for good reason. So as you all probably will know if you're subscribed to any other Kingdom Hearts YouTuber like The Gamers Joints or Alan1, Skyward Wing, any of those people, you know that IGN and Kingdom Hearts don't mix well together at all. And generally the reason for that is because whenever IGN ever makes like a piece, an article, a video, whatever, anything Kingdom Hearts related on that site ever, it generally seems that it's either the person making the content is really uninformed on what the Kingdom Hearts series actually is, and they're just writing something because they tell them to, or they're just really fucking stupid and talking out of their ass. Because in these videos, articles, content, whatever, they seem like they're really uninformed what Kingdom Hearts actually is. They are so full of inaccuracies, they're so full of cringy content, and it's crazy. And these people claim to be Kingdom Hearts fans, and that's kind of scummy. In a way, it's kind of like my first videos I ever made on this channel, because I was out of the Kingdom Hearts community for a while when I first started making videos, so I just started going in blind. I had no idea what I was talking about, and then I eventually got informed, but my first videos were really fucking cringy. I do not recommend watching those, but if you want to have a good laugh, hey, there you go, watch those. I'm not like that anymore, though. But please don't unsubscribe. But anyways, there's kind of a history with Kingdom Hearts and IGN, kind of starting around Gamescom 2014. That's when I first remember seeing all this parodying IGN stuff, and Kingdom Hearts started popping up. Because back then, I think it was around Gamescom, Ryan McAfee, I'm pretty sure that's who said it, or Ryan McAfee. I don't know how you pronounce that guy's goddamn last name. And they were at Gamescom, I'm pretty sure, because I have the video. And they were talking about 2.5 when that game was still being promoted, and they made a video talking about it, how awesome the 2.5 demo was, and how amazing it was, and how good it looked, and yada yada yada, until eventually at the end, Ryan McAfee started talking about how much he hated the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2, and I know people kind of generally don't think that the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best part of the Kingdom Hearts series. I'm not that fond of it personally. I do think it's kind of boring in my opinion, but he just started blasting it, talking about, oh, I wish you could, like, skip it, or something like that. It's this whole entire, like, rant he went on for, like, a couple seconds, and everyone in the Kingdom Hearts community was like, what? But that was just the beginning of the IGN cringe, because it keeps going way beyond that. Because then, after that, either Gamescom or Tokyo Game Show, I can't remember which, it was a long time ago, okay? They showed a demo of 2.5 that was being shown off at either of those two events, and of course an IGN employee was playing it, and it was the worst thing you had ever seen in your fucking life, I swear to God, because it was so much full of cringe. They were fighting a boss, I'm pretty sure it was Demix, in the demo, and they had no idea what they were doing. It was like the first time they'd ever played a Kingdom Hearts game before. They had no idea how to play the game. They were not using the right items at the certain times. They were not using the right spells, I'm pretty sure, and it was just the worst thing you could ever see in your fucking life, man. And then an article was, like, posted later, like, the top 10 worlds we want to see in Kingdom Hearts 3, and it was so full of cringiness as well, and then it just kept on going, and IGN is now infamously known nowadays for being Kingdom Hearts Cringe Central. pretty much. And now we're at this point, today, where the Kingdom Hearts community has pretty much just completely disregarded IGN as an entity altogether. They don't go to them anymore, they don't go to them for news at all, and I'm one of those people. I do not follow IGN anymore. I used to, but then I saw all that stuff and like, fuck it, I'm done. So, and we're also at a point where most people nowadays know which Kingdom Hearts news is bullshit and which Kingdom Hearts discussions are full of cringy stuff and all of that stuff. Everyone's wiser nowadays because of this whole IGN thing, and also because of the bullshit news, which you can go watch my video on that as well. Which now leads me to today, because I've always wanted to talk about Kingdom Hearts and IGN because it's an interesting entity all in itself. IGN itself is an interesting entity altogether, really, because the IGN has pretty much been disregarded by all communities in gaming nowadays. No one goes to their site anymore, as far as I know. I guess they still get some traffic because they are the biggest gaming journalism site out there. I guess you can kind of debate that, but it's undeniably the most well-known. So it's still, I guess it's still going strong. So I would just like to elaborate that this stuff with Kingdom Hearts and IGN is not out of the ordinary at all. This is the norm over there. IGN and cringiness is the norm over there because they're not a gaming journalism place anymore. I guess maybe it used to be like back in the day, like back in the 90s when it was like IGN 64, way back in the day. I guess they had integrity, but then they got bought out, I'm pretty sure, by this bigger company, and they got turned into a company. That's all they are nowadays. Their biggest main goal is to make money, all right? And they have to do whatever it is to get as much money as possible. Even though that's not what journalism should be about, that's what's happening with IGN. And I'm pretty sure you all know the stories about how IGN pays for reviews and they like corrupt their employees to say certain things about a game because they have to get money. All they care about is the money nowadays, so they write hundreds of fluff pieces about a game that the company really, really paid them to talk about. So that's all it is nowadays. Fluff pieces about games that they got paid to talk about in like bulk. And when people don't pay them to talk about a game, they generally do not talk as well about it as they would like to have hoped. And when they do post an honest review, all ads for anything involving that game is pulled because they paid them to write a good review, and the writer had integrity, and it's just a cesspool of fucking awfulness right now. It's been that way for years now, and everyone knows it. And to a certain extent, Kingdom Hearts. You know, I guess it's kind of well known for that, but it's kind of well known in every gaming community ever that they ever post articles about that they are cringeworthy and they have no idea what they're fucking talking about. Because they're a company. Again, their main goal is to make money, and they'll do that no matter the cost. So they'll post these articles, which do include real news, but it's just small tidbits of stuff that you would not normally get on much more detailed sites like KH13.com and KH Insider. So it's not really a reliable source for Kingdom Hearts news, but they still keep posting it because they're a gaming news outlet. And when they try to write actual like content and stuff like lists or discussions on certain games, it gets 10 times fucking worse, because if they have no idea what they're talking about, they don't give a shit what they're talking about, they're trying to talk about something in detail, that just leads to so many different problems, you know. So they don't give a shit what they talk about in the articles, any article that they post, because they're there to make money, and they'll do that whatever the cost, alright? So that's why IGN is known as so much cringe everywhere, especially in Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts fans are really passionate. It's one of the most dedicated communities in the fucking world right now, you know? So it's still relatively small compared to other games, because Kingdom Hearts is not as big as like Call of Duty or Battlefield or any one of those things like Minecraft or anything like that. So it's still relatively small. It is growing faster and faster every day, and there is a lot of reasons for that, like Kingdom Hearts YouTubers, Kingdom Hearts Twitter, all that stuff. And it's one of the most passionate people in the gaming industry. So whenever they see something that they see is bullshit and they know is bullshit, they will go dislike it because they do not like that stuff. They do not like Kingdom Hearts stuff that's stupid, and they'll call them out for it every time it happens. But I do agree with a lot of people that sometimes Kingdom Hearts fans can get too passionate, and they just see one little inconsistency, like it's minor. They nitpick all the time, and they'll call the people the devil for it, because you have to know everything about Kingdom Hearts, apparently, to be the ultimate Kingdom Hearts fan, and if you're not, you are not accepted. So that's kind of awful right there, but I have a whole separate video to talk about that too. But anyways, KH community, very passionate. Whenever they see bullshit, they dislike it. And of course, like we said multiple times in this video, IGN is the biggest bullshit cesspool this side of the gaming internet, and everyone knows it. and it's not a secret to anyone. So everyone goes and sees these Kingdom Hearts articles, and they're like, oh my god, these are so fucking typical, because the people writing them don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about Kingdom Hearts. They could give less of a shit about it. They are there to make money, and that's it. Their higher-ups tell them to make some article about it, and they say, all right, and they'll go do it, and they're like, okay, where's my next paycheck coming from? So they'll just write it like, I don't give a shit, you know? So that's what generally IGN is full of. So that's why Kingdom Hearts fans really hate IGN, because whenever they write pieces, the people who write it really don't give a shit what they're talking about, and they're just there to get their paycheck and go home. You know, they don't give a shit what you have to say about it, you know, because they just get stuff from their higher-ups to talk about. So that's why it's so hated, and thankfully nowadays people have just moved on from the whole IGN thing. I guess I should, making this video is kind of me being hypocritical, but whatever, I want to talk about it. Jesus. So yeah, and people just forget about it, thankfully. So IGN is probably going to be irrelevant completely in a couple of years, which is good. I guess they are still the quote-unquote biggest gaming news outlet out there, but people have just stopped giving a shit about it, like IGN stopped giving a shit a long time ago about what they write in their articles. So yeah, it's kind of come full circle, and I guess that's a good thing. So that's all I want to talk about with you guys today. Sorry this video was kind of long. I'm kind of rambling and stuff. I'm known for rambling. That's Mr. Rambling Central here, you know. So yeah, make sure to write down in the comments below your opinion on this news. What do you think about IGN and Kingdom Hearts? Do you hate it with a passion? Do you not give a shit about it? Make sure to write down in the comments below your opinion. I would like to hear what you think about it nowadays. Also, make sure to subscribe and like the video, because that'd be really awesome if you did. This has been K Central, and I will see you guys later. Bye!